what it is. Tell me that. What it is. Real quick. It was that part, in the Bible, right? In the Bible. In the Bible. Um, what it stated was Issa, Brother Justice, whom you call Jesus, right? He said something to the effect of, for I tell you, he who, what was it? To lust in thy heart, or something like that. He who lusts in his heart has already done it. Now, you're familiar with this, correct? Right? You're familiar with this. Okay, what could he be talking about? Did he have a grip on his sanity when he said such a thing? And how many layers is it to such a thing? And how is one to be correct by picking one of the layers? In totality, it is a piece, right? Or is it in totality what it actually is? Like one word, if it has 7 definitions, isn't it actually all of them? But nevertheless, what I want you to visualize, right? Just visualize this. He who has done it, or lust, and what is lust? To want something to happen. He who has lust, desire, has already done it in his heart. Now, what is the heart? What is the heart? We have many definitions. We have many views of the heart. And we have many different opinions of the heart. Okay, let's include them all. Let's say this again. For he who lusts in his heart has already committed the act. Now, why are we pointing at lust in a sexual desire when it is many desires other than sexual encounters? And why is that science given to you in a manner to misdirect you from the truth, but put the truth in front of you? Like, I can give you an examples, man. Just look at all the stuff MacGyver did or Batman did, when they was getting away or had to go through some stuff, and they had this and they had that, and they put it right in front of y'all eyes. But steady, y'all would drive and turn a corner and pull over, and you got all kind of dumb shit in your car that you don't supposed to have according to law. You understand? But this is what I'm stating. They can put the truth in front of you, man. Something that shows you something that Batman did, MacGyver does, John Wayne did, all this stuff, you know what I mean? And just look at anything. But yet and still you use nothing. You take no intelligence from nowhere. You ride the wave of ignorance so far. And then you look out and you so far from land. You're so far from land. And land is within thyself. Become the island and float. Nevertheless, he who has the desire to conceive something has already done it in his heart. What is the heart? Where is your power? What do you conceive happening? Allah says to a thing, be, and it is. Where is your desires for anything that may come your way? What is your desires for the world? What is the desires for your family? He who has lust in his heart has already done it. I tell you, for I speak the truth. On ether planes you know not, but have total control, because you can take from the ether and manifest it here. A tree cannot manifest nothing but a leaf and some fruit and some oxygen for your ass. But you can manifest the beauty of that tree. You know, even if you had a small tree and you wanted to intertwine your thoughts and the capabilities with that tree, and you may, you know, put a stick under it, or have it to go, or when your vegetables, how you know, you can't, like your hair, how you want to do whatever that grows and become a part of and have personal experiences with it. Nevertheless, we look at a lot of things, we say that's out of touch with reality, but you don't know what reality is. You know, it's a totality of not only this dimension, my friend, my brother, my sister, gods and goddesses, you know, Elohims, you know. And I only use those titles only because they're that pinnacle and supreme of what the hell you have heard and seen, you know. But no glory or gratitude to any of them, because if I said anything else, I would be creating something that you knew not. Now, therefore, so he who lusts in his heart, what does that heart machine do? It shoots a certain beam of frequency off toward the atmosphere, correct? And hits the dome, right? And hits that dome, and he's trying to crack through. They normally call the dome the Van Allen belt. All right, when it hits that, why is he trying to break that? Or he knows it won't break, but the frequency that would come down from it maybe would have an effect, like the fallout from a motherfucking you know, an atom bomb. So with that in mind, and I don't even know where the fuck that just came from, but see, when you ride the wave of truth and frequency, the frequency will reveal more than you could even know, or possibly. You know, I remember this rapper, this sister. I ain't gonna say her name. You should know it when I say what she said. She said, I'm channeling the spirit without a seance. Channeling the spirit without a seance, meaning rise to your power. He who has lust in his heart and a desire for something. How many microwaves or whatever they want to title this shit after themselves or after something that their creations is? I mean, how many, the frequency is animated through the greatest frequency, something that can sustain the most powerful force in the world. Black is not the color of your skin. Black is the black hole that's in every cell in your body. But some people don't have them in every cell of their body. But they have them in every organ, because it couldn't pour the cosmic energies in order to make the organs work, which generates the power for each one. You might think the liver. Okay, if the heart pumps, right, the blood, look at the liver. It got to have some electrical types of motherfucking things to get enzymes and combustion chambers and all type of shit like that to go on. It got to have some steam and some gas. It's got to have some electric or electronic or electrons rolling. Now, how do you move electrons? How can electrons be moved? We won't even go there, but start, you know, understanding a lot other than what you see in front of you, brother and sisters, gods and goddesses. You wasn't created to die. You never was created. Energy cannot be created, nor can it be destroyed. Why do you worry? Use the force. Use the force. Wouldn't you give yourself a way out if you created all this shit? You know? A lot of people talk about that flat earth thing, but check this out. Let me tell you something. And the round earth thing, let me tell you something. When you go into the mountains, why can't you get reception? Or, no, when you go into like something like a you know, a depression, all right? Why can't you get reception? It's because you have went off. So if it's a curvature, if it is a curvature, then a lot of places wouldn't get receptions or signals, because the signal is going to travel straight. The playing field must be flat. If it is round, frequencies is missed. You say it's mirrors and satellites. You say they use towers. Okay, ask yourself this. If every eye going to see this one in the ancient book that all the ancients, put there and said that it's got something to do with the ancestors and it's the true this and true that, which I'm not going to say it's not, because some believe that, because they don't have no knowledge of it, but some believe that. Okay. It states, the Bible states that every eye will see him. If it's round, you can't see every eye. Every eye will not be able to see him. Not only that, the Quran states it is firmly fixed, unmovable. How did we get spinning? If you have gravity, if I have to calculate a bullet due to its gravity, right? And due to the spin of the earth and all that, right? Why doesn't a plane constitute or even consider such a thing? If the earth is spinning such as fast as you have been told, why does it not take in consideration on the landing on every plane? Excuse me, we're going to leave it alone. Nevertheless, it was created. We say we created the earth. How do you start counting? 1, 2, 3, right? Okay. What's 1 plus 1? You say 2, right? Yeah. Well, let me tell you that I don't think so. I ain't even gonna say you wrong, because you can't be wrong. You believe. You can look at it and see it. So how can you be wrong? All right. I'm just gonna say I don't think that way. Neither do a lot of other people. Okay? And why we would even conceive such a thing? Because it took a minute. It took a nanosecond. Nevertheless, when you get, let's just say, when you, okay, what is water? What is water? It consists of what? Don't worry about the components of it. I mean, the secondary components of each molecule, but what does it consist of? Water consists of hydrogen and oxygen. You get water. Don't you see 3 things there? Is it not 3 things before you? You got hydrogen, you got oxygen, which made 3. Let that not trouble you. And I could proceed further easily, but you can too. Oh, that's a trick. That's just a play on what, really? Really? Nevertheless, think not that you have been or have been given the truth. If this is a mirror, remember, you're right. It's right. Has to be your left. That's why a lot of the great ancestors, man, and those ones that we term masters, they are rightfully, or by the masses. I say by the masses, not taking nothing away from them. Okay, for those who know not, they are teachers, seers, guiders, masters, everything. But we know See, we get to the point where we call each other gods. So we could call, if we said masters, we are the masters, which wouldn't really sound too bad or too good. But nevertheless, if we rise to the level of creators, do you understand? Then we can accept each other calling us gods and not a master. But nevertheless, even king, you know what I mean? Nevertheless, on any level, if we get there, okay. so the 1 + 1 was a system set up, a program, in order to do what they do. But understand this: all energy, once observed, changes and acts totally different. It is in stealth mode. It gave you its cloaking identification. And it was enough information for them to do what the fuck they did. And what they did was just switch the polarity on our. We had a machine running, okay. We had a machine running in a manner. All right. Go to the Matrix. Remember when they went down there and he said, "We got these machines." And he said, "Yeah, but we could stop those other machines anytime we want." He said, "Well, shit, but we depend on these machines." So what the fuck is we really talking about? Stopping some machines? What the fuck really could we be doing? Nevertheless, so we got this type of machine going. You know what I mean? Where everything in this machine works together. They say Benjamin Banneker discovered the clock, or gave them, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to construct the clock. I think it was Benjamin Banneker. Okay, that's stuff. That's just shelved somewhere and stuff somewhere. But nevertheless, I'm talking about it within me. No disrespect. All right, get out of the disrespect. No way can knowledge disrespect you. And if it do, then damn it, you are running a program. Now listen, Benjamin Banneker, I'm gonna say, if I am incorrect, don't even leave a comment. We know what we're talking about. We will understand what we're talking about. He told them how to make the clock. That's what they told us. But he didn't tell them how to make the clock. He told them how the body, mind, and soul works. That's what was relayed. The inner mechanism of the self. They took the soul and put gears and made a clock. Now you say, "Phew, really? Deep shit." Well, bullshit. Look it up. That's all. Google it. Nevertheless, all right, so it is gears. It's a machine in here. In you, it's a machine in there. As you see everything working together. Just like a car engine. There's spark plugs, the combustion, the piston, the camshaft, the ignition coil. You know what I'm saying? The heads, the rings on the piston. If we're going to use that for a diagram to get you to understand. All right, it is a machine going on within you, within your group and cultures, within your communities. All right. Now, we know, if I see a person putting in some the wrong kind of, let's just say, something wrong that you see them doing wrong. They call themselves fixing something they doing it totally wrong. But you got better knowledge, and you had the time to assist this one. At least tell them that you shouldn't do it like that. No, somebody told you a lie. But we continue to go right on past, right? But when we tell them that, hey, look, that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? You eating wrong, you thinking wrong, and you actually conceiving all that hardship that you think you have to do. You conceiving that wrong. And not actually. The only thing you got to do is just turn the dial. Turn your aim away from where you aim. But the goal is the same, but you just turn it. Just turn it that way. Or maybe, you know what I'm saying? Don't think I'm putting up all kind of goofy shit. But this is how you connect your center. See, these fingers here, these fingers have, they say chakra things or impulses or something. You know, but if you look it up on the star charts or fingertip charts or hand charts and shit, it'll tell you it means something. So when you're thinking, if you want to connect a circuit, you connect it like the circuit. The circuit that you're activating on many different dimensions. All right? Now, these dimensions don't really have to coincide with the dimension you think you're getting on. See, these dimensions can become what you want it to become. You know? When a person goes like this, you know, he's opening portals. Not only is he opening, well, let me just say, before he would open a portal, he would have to conceive the portal opening. But nevertheless, when he goes like this, he's activating whatever they say this means, or whatever you decide when you do this means. So I got a thing when if I put 2 thumbs up, something automatically happens. Something automatically happens. You know what I mean? In a different dimension. But it won't, you know what I'm saying? It's something automatically happens. All right, period. Because I have set it in motion. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is what I call my spiritual system. My total, not spiritual system. Let me take that back. That is a misdirected type of word to say at this point, at this moment. Because what it is me in tune with my power that I have. See, if I'm ether, then I have access to the ether plane. And on the ether planes means, you know how you ever do something fall off the wall, you be like, Goose, you stupid. No, fuck, goofy. No, cool out. But nevertheless, man, you know what I'm saying? You ever been somewhere and a lot of people talk, like you sit back and a lot of people like rah, 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 and you see it's getting kind of hype. And you're like, damn, first of all, you know what I'm saying? And some tell you to leave and you kind of get a little iffy because you see motherfucker like, you know, all kind of shit moving. I mean, and it's not a paranoia or nothing like that. You totally sense this. You know, certain people moving and shit around and getting away from you and shit. And other, you know what I'm saying? Anything like that. Now check this out. You perceive this and you see it. You see it. Clear as motherfucking, you know, clear as anything you could ever see, right? So, and you decide, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna trust myself and all my power on all planes of existence, and with no fear, no shame, and no guilt. And you got it, but you have already alerted all hands on deck. Y'all 100% correct. See, anything else will be uncivilized. Or let me just throw that bullshit out of it. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That me throwing out that little program. You know what I mean? Civilized, civil. Malcolm said you fight for civil rights when you're supposed to fight for human rights. Anything else would be uncivilized. It never does. Nevertheless. So, where was I at? I know. You can't tell me. When you are moving these, you are attached to certain, you know, if you want to access the heart, or, you know, they say, well, you got a toothache. They say, put your thumb here and up under here and pinch and hold it. Not so hard, but hold it like this. And your body, you're sending impulses. You're changing the neurons in your mind. You're switching energies, directions. Like you take a train off track or you switch the track. You're switching the track of the energy flow in your body, and you're removing some of that blood flow from your jaw. All right? Did you need some medicine? No, you just needed to know this. You just needed the knowledge that would take you away from the situation. Nothing has to be a problem. Now, check this out. They also said, if such and such, you just go like this. I'm not sure what the fuck it was about. You know what I mean? But see, I can create what the fuck it's going to be about. See what I'm saying? That's what you have to understand. Understand and overstand. Rise to your power. You know? Every motherfucker that wear glasses can't take them off and shoot a gray out them bitches. But that dude on X-Men could. You know? All shit like that. I know it sounds crazy, but rise to your power. Ether, you control the ether planes. You control the ether planes. Right? Now, I wanted to say more, but I have something that must be done at this time. So you already know, and I'm never telling you to be sleep on this here plane. No, you need to be woke on all planes of existence. All of them. You need your heart, liver, lungs, kidneys, and everything in between, over and beyond, and a little bit yonder. You already know. You already know. I ain't even moving fast. I'm just creating some energy with all this copper. But I don't even need it. But if I put it upon the black holes that's in all of the cells, and it pours in that energy and vibrating the energy, it increases it. Do you need to take supplements? You know, in the not the Matrix, but what was that one? Not the Matrix. Avatar. Remember when the one white dude, he said, this is had that big crystal going on, right? And he this hologram of the crystal, and he said this is some type of some shit, all right? Some name they gave it, you know, which was actually, you know what I'm saying, it had to be the natural motherfucking chemical or the natural biological chemical, you know, enclosed in a crystal, right? But nevertheless, you understand, it had to be that. But nevertheless, he said this is what that place is setting on. The bowels is full of it. What's the bowels of the earth? I don't know. Anyway, figure it out. Check it out. Don't worry about it. So, he said, this is what that place is sitting on. You know, and then he said, but they like the dirt, mud. Stop. The avatars like the dirt, mud, water, and dirt. What is in water? Look, if you have water, right? We have water. And I took dirt and put it in that water. Now we have mud, right? Now, water, dirt, mud. Once again, that's 1, 2, 3. But they like the dirt. They said in that Bible, the wisdom, the frequency in that Bible stated, you come from the dirt, and to the dirt you will return. What is the dirt? They like the dirt. What's in the dirt? Minerals. Mud. What is in mud? Check this out. If I took a cup like this and I put, let's pick something. I put that in it. Yeah, that. What you said. I put that in the cup. And then I took one more ingredient and I I'm gonna tell you what this one is. This is some straight poison, motherfucker. But it's not quick. It's just poison, motherfucker, though. But I put it in there, bing, stir it all up, right? Now it ain't for nobody. I'm doing a laboratory experiment right now. So anyway, I mix it up, boom, set it down there, right? Okay. Now we all know that chemicals mix cause you get a reaction. And if you change one thing in the equation, you change the reaction. All right, they tell us this shit is in the water. How come nobody tried to figure out what is the other chemical that we need to add to the ingredient to cancel out the chlorexin that they have put in the water, or to cancel out or to throw off the fluoride that's in the water? How come no one have studied in these areas? I'm not. Yet. How come hydrogen has been stated to be taken out from the water, and they got hydrogen cell generators that you can make under $4, and no one has created them in order to get hydrogenated water? How come everyone wants to rise up on currency that does not belong to them? How come we don't just seek out how to find out how to manufacture electricity ourselves and give it away? For real, for real. What else can we ain't got no goddamn money. That shit is finna leave. It's finna collapse. You don't have shit. Why panic? The shit is already out there. We got places and people who work and got shops and make the shit and give it away. What about anything in that motherfucking arena? You know? Why come we can't just do what the fuck we need to do right now? A single, you know, I'm not wanting every motherfucker to get this, because I know that's impossible. All right? But how come yous won't take this information and build on it? How come you think something's got to be fucking fucked up with that? It wouldn't be no money, man. If you go to your motherfucking bank, which you love to keep your money in, or you go to the store and you hand them that piece of plastic and say ain't nothing happening, debit cards is not accepted no more because it's down, it's been down. You just like, what? Yeah, you gotta go to another store, and you go to 5 stores and you can't get that shit. You go to ATM, it says the ATM is closed. Then what, motherfucker? And nobody has the knowledge to do what the fuck I just said. But you got subscribers. They all work. Who knows how to put a generator together? I mean, a gas generator. Who has a shop? Who owns some iron? Who owns this? Why not? What the problem is? What the problem is? Donate some iron to a shop. What the problem is? What the problem is? Food, clothing, and shelter. The Amish own farms. Anybody who has a lot of influence, go speak to the Amish. Those who have a lot of influence with a lot of or a little money or the ability to generate money to work with the Amish. How come we don't think like this? How come we panic? And we tell the motherfucker the most important thing is don't panic. How are you relaxing, man, without what I've just given you? How do you think it should go? How much stress you think it's going? How much time? How much? When did a thief in the night? Who? Why? It's so easy to be greasy in a time of necessity. All right, y'all, man. Think about it.